What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. So Konami has updated the official TCG Twitter page and the official TCG Facebook page, and they have also revealed the newest YCS Prize card. This is number 93, Utopia Kaiser, and it will be replacing Minerva later this month at YCS Toronto, or at least that's what the Facebook page says. I think it's kind of interesting that they're announcing this and then kind of like putting it into action like immediately, and I actually think that it's good. I think that it's good that they're cycling out the cards faster. I think that means that we as the like player base can get the cards quicker. I'm not talking about like necessarily the YCS prize cards because those will still be very difficult to get. I'm talking about the cards that like get reprinted, the cards that are no longer, you know what I mean, the prize card. Like everybody, a lot of people who play Lightsworn will never ever be able to get a Minerva as long as it's a prize card. It'll either be too expensive or they just won't be able to, you know, top 4 the events or win it as like the prize card is. I think they give away one as like a door prize or in like another like a event throughout the day or something like that. But I think that's really good because Minerva is an excellent card that so many players in the game can use, especially considering it's generic. All right, so some of you guys probably don't remember number 93 Utopia Kaiser. I talked about it on my channel about a year ago, but at that time this thing was just coming into the OCG, and you know, even cards like Stardust Charge Warrior weren't even out in the OCG. So I'll go ahead and I'll talk about it again. It's a rank 12. It's light. It's a warrior because Utopia. 2,500 attack, 20 or 2,000 defense. These stats are honestly not that great, especially for like a rank 12 monster. I mean, again, that is the highest rank that you can get. It requires 2 or more number XC monsters with the same rank that have material. So if you don't have material on those cards, rip. You can't make this. Once per turn, you can special summon rank 9 or lower number monsters with 3,000 attack or less, that have different ranks from each other from your extra deck up to the number of XC materials with different names attached to this card. But their effects are negated, then detach 1 XC material from this card for the rest of the turn. Unless this effect was negated, you cannot special summon, and any battle damage your opponent takes becomes halved. While you control another number XC monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay, so to be honest, I thought this card was way better a year ago than I think it is now. One of the big problems I have with Utopia Kaiser, it's so fucking difficult to make because you have to have number monsters. Like if it could just be made with any monsters of the same like rank, you pretty much see Utopia, or excuse me, Utopic Future. That's not really that difficult to summon. Burning Abyss do it all the time. PK Fire can do it too. Maybe you have 2 copies of Dante, you need to get over like a Dart Destroyer, so they'll do that. Or maybe they have like a Dante and like a Giga Brilliant, what's it called, a Giga Brilliant or something like that. But this has to be number monsters, which means you have to have like a Utopia, and I think like I'm pretty sure Crazy Box is like a number monster, right? Yeah, you have to have like a Crazy Box and like a Utopia, or I think Acid Golem might be like a number monster. You could have like a 101 and like a Sailboat, a Black Ship of Corn, or you could have like Utopia plus, yeah, Crazy Box is in fact a number monster. It just doesn't seem that practical from any other rank outside of like 3 and 4. I mean, maybe you're playing Burning Abyss and you have like a Nightmare Shark plus you get like an Acid Golem at the, but no, that wouldn't work because with Acid Golem you can't special summon, so you wouldn't be able to do that. You know, you could have, I guess, like a Giga Brilliant plus a Leviathan Dragon or a Nightmare Shark, but like those type of fields just don't come up that often. So I think it's already pretty difficult to summon this guy, and then you do get the 2 number monsters that have different ranks that are less than 3,000, but their effects are negated. So it's not like they're going to get any type of broken effects or anything like that. Plus, they don't come out with materials anyways. So I don't really know how much utility you're going to get out of them if the battle damage you get is half. Like I was like, okay, well you can bring out, you can bring out like what's it called? You can bring out like a Tachyon Dragon and like a Big Eye. That's a lot of damage on board. But then again, the battle damage is half. So it's not like you're gonna OTK your opponent with half battle damage or anything like that. Honestly, I think this card is way, way too much trouble than it's worth. I think if you run something similar to it, just run Utopic Future. I mean, yeah, it doesn't summon other monsters, but like it's still a pretty good card, and you can make it with just any 2 Exceeds that have the same rank, as long as they aren't number monsters. So overall, I think this is a fair pick for a YCS card, because you have a lot of people who don't want YCS cards to be broken. Like you have a lot of people who say there shouldn't be cards like Crush Card and Cyberstein that are YCS prize cards, because then you only allow a teeny bit of the Yu-Gi-Oh community to get those cards. And you know, speaking from a player who played during the days of Crush Cards, I remember the days where I would go to like a regional of like maybe 270 people, and like 4 people would have Crush Card, and it would just be like, what the fuck? Like 4 people here have Crush Card and no one else does, and like those 4 people or those 2 or 3 people have like a huge advantage. I remember the first time I ever saw a Crush Card in real life, and I was like, well, that guy's probably gonna top, because every time he resolves it, he's gonna win. You know what I mean? Like it was so unfair. So I don't think they should really have like super broken cards as YCS prize cards, because then only like 100 people out of thousands end up getting the card, and that's just not fair. So I think this card is fine as a pick, because it's really just not that good in my opinion. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always.